yeah, Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to the McKendree Recplex here in O'Fallon as we switch gears, not only from 2022 to 2023, but we also switch gears from a deluge of basketball to hockey. 27 basketball games in 3 days, and then just a few days later, we're back at it, and we have some hockey for you tonight. Should be a good one, too, as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the team from Belleville. They do not have a nickname, because the two schools, Belleville West Maroons and the Belleville East Lancers, have morphed into one team that they're just called the Belleville Hockey Team. Kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, my name is Todd Duke, and welcome to 2023, everyone, and welcome into the pregame show for this hockey game tonight between Collinsville and Belleville, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 618-343-3602, or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. By the way, I'm just getting my voice back. By the time I woke up Saturday morning after the basketball tournament, I didn't have much of one left. Took a couple of days to get kind of back normal. You can tell it's still there. All right, so Collinsville, they come into this contest in 5th place in the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association. They have a 10-5-1 record under their first-year head coach, Craig Duffy. Belleville, they are the team everyone is chasing. They are in first place, and they come in with a record of 15-1-1 over their head coach, Nick Horbenko. Well, since we last live streamed the 5-0 win over Edwardsville, the Kahawks have gone 3-0-1, a 3-2 win over Columbia on December the 19th, a 5-2 win over Alton the day after Christmas, and an 11-3 win the very next day over Highland, and last night's 5-5 tie with O'Fallon. Belleville's only loss on the season came against those same O'Fallon Panthers. That was a big loss, too, by Belleville. You don't usually see that from them. A 10-1 loss back on December the 1st. Since then, Belleville has won 9 straight games. and they are coming off of an 8-2 win over Highland last night. That only tie, by the way, for Belleville. That was a 3-3 tie against Vianney back on November the 17th. Now, Collinsville and Belleville did meet earlier in the season. They met back on December the 12th. Belleville won that game 6-4. Kahawks got 2 goals by David Bennett, 1 each by Eric Denny and Austin Zagorski. Landon Radel in goal, made 15 saves on 21 shots on goal. Belleville, they received 2 goals from Sam Carricker in that win, 1 each from Sean Keck, Barrett Lampy, and Tristan Melvin, along with Nathan Young. In goal that night was Garrett Weiner. He had 27 saves on 31 Kahawk shots. So Collinsville outshot Belleville that night by 10, 31-21, but still came out on the losing end. All right, we'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, my conversation with Collinsville head coach Craig Duffy, and we'll pass that along to you next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We flip the switch. We go from tons of basketball back to a regular schedule, and that begins with hockey. And we are at the McKendree Recplex in O'Fallon as your Collinsville Chaos get ready to take on the team from Belleville. Joining us now is head coach Craig Duffy for Collinsville. Let's go backwards in time. The last time I saw you guys, 5-0, very good win over Edwardsville. I think you allowed them to 4 total shots. Since then, 3-0-1. So give us kind of your synopsis on the last 4 games.
I thought we've been playing pretty well as a team. We had some other guys step up in the lineup, and they executed when they had their chances. We shored up a few things defensively, and the Monday night game our last night's game was just probably one of the best games we've had altogether. So all in all, very happy.
5-5 tie, and last night's game was the only non-win of the 4 games that I mentioned. Tell us a little bit more about that game.
That was an interesting game. The elements were a bit difficult. We had a lot of fog. The ice wasn't great, but it was the same for both teams, right? So we both had the same issues. It was pretty much back and forth all game. We had a lead there towards the end. They tied it up. Had a little push there towards the end, but it just stayed 5-5. They got a good club over there at O'Fallon, so if we can get a point out of that, we were pretty happy.
All right, I was taking a look at the standings before I had a chance to come out here because we're in January now, man. You guys only have a handful of games left, so what's your thought on where things stand as of right now? You guys are like in 5th place.
I think I'm okay with where we are. There'll probably be a game or two I'd like to have back if we got a chance. I think the kids would agree with me. But what's done is done. Look ahead. And all in all, I'm pretty happy with where we are.
You guys, I'm not really sure how it works out. I think the bottom 6 go to a different division and the top 6 go to another division. So as of right now, you guys would be looking at probably playing O'Fallon or Granite City in the first round.
Yeah, I've got to look that up too. I think that they might get a bye depending upon how many teams are in. There might be 7 and somebody gets a bye. But, we got a good chance to kind of see where we are. We're playing Granite City one more time. We play O'Fallon again. We have Belleville tonight. Those are all ahead of us in the standings. So it's a good time to see where we are and make adjustments as needed.
You've already played Belleville once this year, and you came out on the losing end in that one. That was a pretty intense game, though.
It was. They got ahead of us early. We weren't playing our game. Made some adjustments between the first and second. Started to kind of roar back a little bit. Third period was ours, and got within 1. A lot of pressure, but they got the empty netter on us, and it ended up 6-4.
All right, let's talk about your guys as a whole right now. There's been points in this season where you've had guys out injured. You've had guys out sick. You've had guys out because they were out of town. Holidays are over. Everybody getting back to a normal routine?
Yes and no. We got another injury. Another player, I think, was out tonight. So we've got our challenges. But we've been challenging all year, so it's nothing new. We just roll with the punches and play hockey.
Talk to me about your freshman goalkeeper, Landon Radel. I know we've talked about him before. He not only has been towing the whole entire varsity schedule, but he's been playing in a lot of JV games, too. How's he handling that load?
I think he's doing good. I see him in the locker room beforehand. We and I usually talk a little bit during warm-ups, kind of see how he's feeling. To me, he seems very cool, calm, and collected. Nothing seems to really get to him. Maybe that's just the goalie in him, but he looks good to me. He looks ready to go. His lines of communication are good with me, so if I'm not hearing anything, I'm assuming all's good.
How was the holidays for you and your family?
It was busy. Lots of hockey. Lots of family, but if we didn't have that, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
I saw that on the schedule. You guys had a game right after the day after Christmas, and then the day after that. So you guys all got to celebrate Christmas as a big hockey family.
Yes, we did. 26 we had Alton, 27 we had Highland. It was good. Kids were ready to see each other. I think some of the boys had some of the teammates over for a little backyard pond hockey because the temperatures were so cold. So it was a good time for everybody.
Yeah, it felt like Canada for sure. All right, you have Belleville tonight, as we mentioned. What do you want to see out of your team against this team tonight?
I want to see them make Belleville play a 200-foot game. I want to get the pucks in deep, dirty areas, puts pressure on them, but also take away passing lanes, and kind of be like a patient, waiting for our chance to strike.
So kind of like a patient pain in the butt?
Patient pain in the butt, yeah. Always a pain in the butt, but a little more patient today.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
As Craig Duffy, your Collinsville Kahok hockey head coach, will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw the starters your way, and we'll have opening face-off. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union strong. We are Kahok strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Go Kahawks! Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud sponsor of your Collinsville Kahawks on the Kahawk Sports Network. For all of your investment needs, see Jason Regg at his Edward Jones office at 1008 Vandalia Street in Collinsville, or call Jason at 618-344-0252 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And once again, we welcome you back to the McKendree Recplex here in O'Fallon. Sorry about the deluge of commercials that you had to watch, but, well, we have sponsors. We have to play commercials, so there's that. But it's also senior night here for Belleville, and that always takes a little bit longer as they do that before they allow the two teams to take the ice. And I think it took longer for pictures than it actually did to announce the 5 students that are playing in their final season for Belleville. But we are finished with that, and here we go. Here are your starters. We'll begin with Belleville. On defense, you will find Dylan Petrick as well as Nathan Young. The center of this Belleville team and the captain is Sam Carricker. He leads this team right now with 22 goals. And his wingers, you have Zane Timon as well as AJ Altman. And in goal is Garrett Warner. All of these, by the way, are the 5 seniors on the team tonight. For Collinsville, you have your defenseman is Eric Denny and Glennon Bennett. Your centerman is David Bennett. And your wingers are Austin Whitaker and Preston Tillman. And in goal, of course, is freshman Landon Radel. We are underway. Collinsville, they are the visiting team here tonight for Belleville's senior night. They are in the black uniforms, are the Kahawks, trimmed in a little purple and white down at the bottom and around the elbows. The numbers on the backs of their jerseys are in white. Belleville, they are here in their white, blue, and maroon uniforms. Their jerseys are white and maroon. Their numbers on their backs are in maroon, and then the bottom part, the pantaloons, if you will, are blue. So they have a little mixture of both Belleville West and Belleville East. You also have some Wascuda players that play for the Belleville hockey team as well. Belleville is underway, and there's a shot to save by Radel off the bat. Collinsville swaps the rebound all the way around over on the far side dasher boards, and then the Belleville defense chips in and sends it all the way back around over here on this near side. Collinsville playing a little defense right now. Timon takes a hit as he shoots the puck. That goes wide and behind the net, and it comes all the way in front of the Collinsville bench, and will go all the way around the ice and end up back behind the Belleville goal. Collinsville trying to race it down first. Here is Austin Whitaker. He does get there first. He centers it, but no one there wearing the black and white uniforms. Instead, it was picked up by Barrett Lampy. Collinsville, they come in on the defensive side of things again. Bring it up ice. Here is Eric Denny. Denny over in front of his own bench. Shoots the puck up to Duffy. Duffy mishandled it for a moment, but Bettis brings it in. Bettis is the team leader in goals for Collinsville. He centers one, but he centered it right to Rudy Altman for Belleville. Collinsville trying to keep it down for a little offensive zone pressure here. Blues, by the way, they're tell you what, Ryan O'Reilly and Tarasenko go out with injuries, and the Blues are on fire. Last check I saw, they were up 5-2 were the Blues. I was listening to the game on the way out here and heard a shorthanded goal as well as a power play goal. Here's a high slot shot by Bettis. Could not get the shot off. He had one defenseman after another get his stick in the way, and Bettis never could fire that puck off. Collinsville intercepts in the neutral zone. They send it up to Bettis. Bettis comes in on the left side. Circles over on the dasher boards and tries to throw it back to Denny, but he overskates the puck. That's allowing a 2-on-1 here for Belleville. Here is West. He can't handle the puck, and it's a save by Radel, and then the mooring, or the net gets knocked off the mooring, and that will stop the play with 11:45 left here in this opening period. Into the second period, and the Blues are up 5-4, so that game is not over by a long shot, and sounds like it's going to be one of those 7-8 games or 8-9 games. Face-off comes out to Radel's right and won by Collinsville. They'll swat it up through the neutral zone, and Belleville will try to take over from there. Robinson chips it back up to the neutral zone. Collinsville intercepts at the center red line, and they'll float one in, a little high hoister into the offensive zone. Belleville gets there first, and back behind their own goal, which is where Garrett Warner is. Belleville takes it over. They get the puck up to Sean Keck. Keck has the puck taken off of his stick, and then it finds the stick of Mac Icecant. I'm going to say that was it. Icecant. Over onto the far side. West picks it up for Belleville and then blows a tire. Keck then, he picks up the trash, tries to send a feed over to the opposite side of the ice, but Collinsville intercepts that. Then the puck is off a skate, and that helps Belleville send it down into the Collinsville defensive zone while both teams make player changes. Collinsville, they come away with it. And here is Ian Yaxis. His dad, Heath, is on our camera once again for us tonight. We do appreciate that. Here is Duffy. Gets around two and couldn't get a shot off. Lifted his stick up for a shot. And then the defenseman came in and kind of held that stick up off of the skates of Bettis. Bettis will race back behind his own goal, and he'll come up the ice trying to fly and create a little room. He's got three Belleville players trailing him. Comes in over on the left side, face-off circle, puts a shot on goal, and a save by Warner. Belleville, they get it back out. Through neutral ice, Glennon Bennett, he'll try to chase it down first for Collinsville. Glennon Bennett had a goal in last night's 5-5 tie with O'Fallon. And then the puck shot back behind the Collinsville goal. We'll give you some goal stats as we move along here for Landon Radel. 14 games on the year. He's 10-5-1, or excuse me, he's played more than that. He's played 16 games. 52 goals against. And a 1.75 save average. Goals against at 5.31 and a save percentage on 186 shots. Radel has turned away 77% of those. Back out to the blue line. Bennett, he'll fire one toward the net. That's a save, or a save by the defenseman up in front of Warner. Never did quite make it all the way in. Now it comes around the boards. Collinsville trying to keep it in again. Over on the far side, Bennett does just that, but then it finds the stick of Nathan Young. Nathan Young, he plays defense for Belleville. Comes in, takes a shot high over the glove side of Radel. Collinsville trying to corral the rebound. They finally do. Here is Andy Bennett. Andy Bennett back behind his own goal. Has to put on a good move. Off some skates in front. That's dangerous. And here is Denny. Denny comes down the ice for Collinsville. That kid can fly. He's got some speed. Over in that far side face-off circle, back around behind the net. He's got Andy Bennett in front, trying to get a pass up or a shot off, one of the two. And Denny finally puts a shot on goal, and that's a save by Warner. Warner, he is 10-1-1 on the year, has a couple of shutouts under his belt, has allowed 22 goals, a save percentage of 1.93, and on 171 shots faced, has a save percentage of 89%, almost 90% of the shots that Warner has faced, he has saved a goals against average of 2.69. Not bad when you can allow under 3 goals a game. You might be going somewhere. Here is Yaxtis. He goes back behind his own goal, slaps one up off the boards in front of his bench. Comes to center ice. Altman takes a hit from Kitstein, and then goes back to try to retract the puck. Melvin with it. He'll just send a little wobbler up that goes wide of Radel. Collinsville gets it back, and they'll shoot it up back into the neutral zone. Kahok's trying to muscle that puck. They finally do. Here is Andy Bennett in the right faceoff circle. Puts a shot on goal, but that goes high glove side. Over on the far side, Denny couldn't hold it in. Went right between his skates, and he'll go back and chase it in the defensive zone. 8 minutes left to go here in this first period. Right now, shots are even at 2 apiece. Belleville will go chase the puck down in the far side corner, and it comes out for Collinsville, and then Belleville gets a hold of it again, and it ends up back into the neutral zone. And off some skates. That was almost dangerous. Then Glenn Bennett knocks down the Belleville player. Back on the other side. Shot. That goes high and wide. And it comes right in front of the Belleville bench. Duffy, he shoots it down the ice and keeps it in. Trying to go chase it down now over in that corner. He does. Puts on a big hit over there against Icekant. And it comes to the other side. Altman, he couldn't quite finish it up, and then the puck accidentally gets flipped over the boards into the net and out. .7:20 to play here in this opening period. Very happy New Year to everyone. Hope everyone had a fantastic holiday season. School starts back up tomorrow. I had to turn my alarm clock on my phone today, and it's the first time I've had to do that in like 13 days. That's okay. Short week. Short week next week for yours truly as well, as myself and the a misplayed puck by Radel. He never did cover it up. The referee never blew his whistle, and when he lifted his glove up, it was smacked in by Sam Carricker, his team leading 23rd goal of the year, and that is going to be a hard one to take. Comes with 7:08 left to play here in this first period. And that was not expected. I'm over here talking about taking a trip to Vegas next week, and meanwhile, a goal was scored when I wasn't expecting it to. That is unfortunate. Collinsville tries to answer and a save by Werner. And we'll have a face-off outside of the senior goaltender for Belleville. And it'll be on his left-hand side. And Bettis wins the face-off. Oh, in front, high slot shot by Denny, but he misfired on it. Went off the heel of his stick, I believe, and it didn't have any miles per hour on it, and then it ended up going far to the far side post. Denny will try to answer again in front. There's Collinsville trying again, back to the blue line. Shot, and the deflection didn't go in. The rebound was there to be had for Bettis, but it eluded him as well. Now right in front of the penalty boxes, Carricker comes away with it. Carricker's got the goal to make it 1-0 in favor of Belleville. Collinsville, they get it back defensively, and they'll send it up off the boards. Icing has been waved off. They ruled that Belleville could have played that puck. Young will go back behind his own net to retrieve it. He'll send it up here onto this near side for Mason West. West off the boards in front of his own bench to Altman. Altman will sweep it in backhanded, and Belleville wants to make a wholesale line change. Collinsville, they stay with the 5 players out on the ice, -1. Now Collinsville has the 5 out there. Here's a give and go by Bettis to Denny, and Denny sends it back over to Bettis because he couldn't slow it down for a shot. And that one almost snuck in the near side post. Here is Bennett. Bennett throws it into the slot, but only Belleville was there to take care of that puck. And it'll shoot off of a skate out to West, over to Logsden. Logsden tried to fire a pass over to Timon, and Timon had that intercepted by Bennett, but Bennett almost gave it back. Now Andy Bennett circles with it. He sends it up into the neutral zone, and he tries to spring Bettis, and he's got Hearn. Hearn will send it just wide of the net, hoping for Bettis to get up there for a little rebound. And here comes Andy Bennett. Bennett throws it in front. He has Hearn wide open in the slot. Here's Bettis, a shot. That never made it. That's off some skates that belong to a defenseman, and we're going to have a penalty called on that play, and one of these two teams is going to enjoy their first power play. Or not. No, arm wasn't raised. Apparently that puck got knocked down by a high stick. That's why his arm was raised. So no penalty on the play. 5:09 left to go here in this first period. Belleville up 1-0. Collinsville in 5th place Belleville in first place. Collinsville has 20 points to Belleville's 30, so the Kahawks are 10 points away if they have desires to chase down first place this year. Here is a steal and a goal by Belleville. A steal by Barrett Lampy. As he was coming down the ice, he just stole that puck away from the Collinsville defender. And Lampy scores his 10th goal of the year to give Belleville a 2-0 lead. So Collinsville is already fighting an uphill battle on a giveaway right in front of their goal. And now a stolen puck. It was one-on-one. Wasn't an odd man rush. And Collinsville has basically fallen asleep on both of these goals. So Lampy makes it 2-0. 4:50 of the first. And Collinsville has some work to do. Belleville, by the way, beat Highland last night 8-2 while Collinsville was working on that 5-5 tie against O'Fallon in the Fog. Collinsville, and Denny applying a hit over there, and taking it in stride was Grant Hubert. There's Denny. Denny circles in front of his own bench. Comes from the near side to the far side. Onside and into the corner. Denny will sweep it around back behind the Belleville net. Into the corner. Bettis with a nice hit up against the wall. Tillman works it back to Bettis, who backhands it up into the scoring area, but Collinsville was unable to connect, and Belleville comes away with it once again. Here is Altman. He'll send it back to Carricker. Back over to Altman, but that was off of his ankles. And the puck sitting right there for Collinsville to whack it out of there. They do, but that is going to be an icing call against the Kahawks. 3:49 left to play here in this opening period. 2-0 in favor of Belleville. 4-4. Shots on goal are even between these two teams. Belleville, as I mentioned, 15-1-1 with 30 points. O'Fallon, the team Collinsville played last night, and the only loss for Belleville this year. They are 13-1-2 for 28 points. They're in second place. As the season winds down, into the season is the end of this month. We'll start the playoffs first couple of days of February. Here is Kitstein. Sends the puck up into the offensive zone, but they're going to say that was offside. So it'll come back down into the neutral zone. Granite City, by the way, the defending champs, they are in third place right now with a record of 12-1, but they've got a couple of makeup games coming up. They lost a game here when they had ice problems, and then, of course, everybody, I think, lost a game on that Thursday night before Christmas because it was just Arctic Circle cold. Face-off goes into the Collinsville offensive zone, but it's Belleville who takes it. They'll send it up to Altman. Altman loses control of the puck into the neutral zone. Kitstein comes down. He gets bumped off the puck, and Belleville takes over at their own blue line. They'll send it up through the neutral zone, tipped off a player, and goes back all the way against the inboards. Belleville trying to take it over from there, but Altman forgot the puck. And now Belleville with it. They'll send one that actually goes over the net, from behind the net to the front of the net, but no one there for Belleville. Whitaker and Kitstein trying to work it out. They can't. Keck, he comes away with it for Belleville. Shot off the skates of Yaxtis. Yaxtis will send it off the boards. Kitstein will try to get it out. He can't. And then it comes back to Keck. A shot on goal and a save by Radel. And this time the referee will blow the whistle in time. And no harm done there. 2:53 left to play here in this opening period. 2-0 in favor of Belleville. Two goals that were separated by about 3 minutes. Face-off will come out to the right of Radel. That one went off the post. That was a big shot there from Newglowski. And Collinsville will have to go retreat as Belleville shoots it back in from the Kahawks blue line. Goes back behind the net. Andy Bennett having a hard time getting a stick on it. He can't. Belleville, they come away with it. Here is West. He'll skate all the way out to the blue line and send one up. Collinsville will take it over from there. They'll send one up into the neutral zone. Belleville, their defense is back first. They'll take care of it and send it back through neutral ice. Play right in front of Collinsville's penalty box. West trying to battle it out there with Bettis. Bettis comes away with it. Zamoroni gets spun away from the puck. That puck will go back behind the Kahawk net. Denny He's over there fighting for it in the corner. He loses that battle for a moment, but it's knocked back onto the stick of Bettis. Bettis from behind Radel will spin out of a little bit of trouble, and he'll send one up to Andy Bennett. Andy Bennett comes flying up this right wing. Gets a little retention there from West as he comes toward the faceoff circle, and then that puck shot all the way down the ice. They're going to wave off icing. They said Bettis could have played that puck, and Bettis does indeed get there first. He'll circle back around behind his own net. 90 seconds to go here in this first period. Here is Bettis. Bettis with Tillman behind him. Tillman almost overskated that puck. And Collinsville trying to get a shot on goal. Tillman puts one through the crease, but no one there to bang it home for Collinsville. Belleville, they bring it back the other way. Here is Hubert. Hubert over on the far side has that puck taken off of his stick by Bettis, and then Denny trips on his own skates, goes hard into the corner. That almost allowed Belleville to come away with the puck, but Collinsville stays with it. Here is Duffy, and now we're going to have a whistle. And it looks like Collinsville is going to call a timeout, or are they? Only half the guys are coming to the bench. Not really sure what the whistle was for. They were trying to make sure that Denny was okay. Is that what they were doing? No, it's going to be a penalty against Collinsville. Why did they have to go have a discussion? Tillman is going to go in the box. Belleville is going to go on the first power play of this game. And I guess we'll wait for the announcement. I can't understand a word he's saying. At any rate, Belleville is on the power play for what's left of this period, and if they don't succeed then, they'll get another minute of power play opportunity to start the second. That goes back behind the Collinsville goal. They'll throw it up front, and they'll shoot and score. Another goal by Carricker. That one comes on the power play. And Carricker makes this a 3-0 game in favor of Belleville with 32.9 seconds left to go here in this first period. So Collinsville is going to have some work to do, and they're running out of time to do it already. I hate to say that in the first period, but 32.9 seconds left. You only have the second and the third. This game got underway a little bit late because of the senior night festivities, and there's a 9 o'clock game here they'll have to get ready for. So believe me when I tell you, they will take some time off of this game in the third. Play comes in front of the Kahok net, out to the blue line, and then clogged up into the neutral zone a little bit. And Belleville comes away with it, but they'll send it onto the stick of Yaxis. Yaxis off of the boards in front of his own bench, and they'll send it back into the defensive zone with only a few seconds left, and that is going to do it for period number 1. So we will head to period number 2. Collinsville will have a lot of work in period number 2 as they will head into that period down by a score of 3-0, and we'll be back to tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500.
Once again, welcome back to the McKendree Recplex here in Collinsville. My name is Todd Duke. Heath Yaxtis is kind enough once again to join us on the camera, help us out a little bit here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Here is Altman. We switch ends of the ice, and a save by Radel over here on this near side post. Belleville already up 3-0 after 1 period of play. We start the second. Save by Radel with those big pads. Rebound comes all the way out into the corner. Well, Belleville will stay with it, and they'll give the puck to big Sean Keck. Keck tries to work it up to the boards and tries to give it to Nathan Young. Young had to chip in about halfway because that puck didn't make it very far, and then the puck comes loose back behind Collinsville's net. Here is Glennon Bennett. He'll send it all the way down the ice, but that's going to be an icing call against Collinsville, as there wasn't anyone there that could have played that one. 3-0 after 1 period of play. Sam Carricker gets goal number 23 and 24 in that first period. Collinsville was outshot 8-5 in that first period, and Belleville also had a power play goal as they are 1 for 1 on the power play. Collinsville has not yet enjoyed such an opportunity. There's a loose puck. Collinsville trying to keep it in, and one of their own players kind of pushed him down from behind. Here is Herbert. Herbert sends the puck all the way back around the Kahok net. Intercepting over there is Duffy. Duffy couldn't get it out of the zone. Kept in over there by Burke. And now Bennett, he tries to chase it down. He does so, and he shoves it right into the skates of Burke once again. Or excuse me, I think that's Altman maybe. Too far away for me to tell. Puck all the way around the boards. Comes up to Nieuglowski. He'll keep the puck in for Belleville. Back behind the Collinsville goal once again. Collinsville can't get it out of their own end here for right now. And then Lampy will go over and take control of the puck. He'll send it up, and a shot that goes a little bit wide off to the stick side of Radel. Here is Andy Bennett. He'll bank it off of the boards over to Bettis. Bettis, he'll send it up over here on this left wing for Denny. Denny gets around one and shoots and scores. Denny put on a little juke move, a little back and forth action with the stick, and Collinsville is on the board as Eric Denny scores his 18th goal of the year. And Collinsville gets one of those back. So Collinsville did exactly what they needed to do, score an early goal here in this second period as they came into the period trailing 3-0. Back into the neutral zone it goes. Bettis, he'll backhand it up to the line. Here comes Lincoln Duffy. Duffy tries to center it. He does so to Zambaroni. Back and then another goal by Denny, all alone in the slot on a rebound goal. And Denny buries it. And Collinsville comes flying back and has already gotten this thing to within 1. Belleville still has the lead. That goal just 14 seconds after Denny's 18th goal. He scores number 19. How about that for a little bit of a comeback? You wanted 1 goal early, you got 2 goals early. Collinsville coming back in. Here's Duffy. Duffy got taken off the puck, and Belleville sends it back out. Here comes Carricker, and a save right into the glove of Radel. Boy, and he snapped that glove like he meant business there. So Collinsville comes into this second period trailing 3-0, and back-to-back goals with 14 seconds between them for young Mr. Eric Denny. Face-off goes out to the right of Radel, won by Belleville. They'll send the puck up to the net, but that's blocked by the legs of Bettis. Collinsville, they send the puck up right to the neutral zone logo here for McKendree University. And then Belleville intercepts in a shot from the high slot, and Radel with the save. Well, that's a turn of events. This time the faceoff will come out to Radel's left. And it'll be Bennett against Carricker. Won by Collinsville, but then poked away by Young. All the way over to the far side, sent over here to the near side to Sean Keck. Keck, he'll leave a backhander to Carricker. Carricker already has 2 goals in this game, and he has a chance for another one, as that was a nice feed right in front. Actually deflected off a Collinsville skate, came right to the stick of Carricker, who just misfired on the shot. Now in front, Altman, he slows the puck down in the high slot. Collinsville, they come away with it, but they can't get it out. Here is Carricker, he shoots it, another glove save, and the puck ends up coming out. Radel didn't know it, he thought he had it trapped. Belleville, they keep going after it. Here is Altman. He'll tap one back behind the net. Keck will throw it in front, and a shot and a goal. And Belleville gets one of those back. Altman, he'll make Collinsville pay with a little backhander right out in front. And it's 4-2 in favor of Belleville. Just a series of mistakes here have really led in 3 of these 4 goals for Belleville. Four to 2 in favor of the Belleville Hockey Club. And we've still got 10:45 to go here in this second period. Here is Duffy for Collinsville. Kahok's work to get that one back. All the way out to the blue line for Glennon Bennett. He'll send one toward the goal, and that one had a chance to be deflected, but I think it went by everyone. That one's popped up into the air near the high glass, and Collinsville knocks it down with a glove, but Belleville, they're the ones who take it over. And now a loose puck and a foot race for it. Here is Glennon Bennett. He got there first before the high-flying Grant Hubert could get there. Now both of them take a tumble over on that far side dasher board as the 2 teams still fight for possession of the puck. That's won by Collinsville. Here is Bettis. Bettis from back behind his own goal. He'll bring the puck up ice through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Backhand, forehand. Couldn't quite continue with that progress, but he'll get it back over in that far side corner. He'll send it up to the blue line. Glennon Bennett is there. Bennett will send it up to the near side faceoff circle to Duffy, who had a prime opportunity to shoot it, but that puck never did find his stick. Glennon Bennett, he'll try to backhand it back into the offensive zone. He does. Belleville, they go for a change. An interception. Duffy had it, then lost it, and then Belleville, they'll knock it back into the neutral zone. Here is Ayers, and thought he might have got tripped up there in front of the penalty boxes, but no call on the play. Duffy, he comes away with the puck. He finds Bettis. Bettis, Collinsville's got a 2-on-1 opportunity. Zamoroni on the other side, but Bettis decides to shoot it. Big, juicy rebound left up there by Werner as well, but unfortunately did not come out to Zamoroni. Here's Belleville again. They'll take a shot. That'll go high and come out the other side. Robinson, he'll try to pinch in from the blue line and keep it alive. Here is West. West with an odd angle takes a shot, and the referee lost control or lost sight of the puck. He blew the whistle. I'm not really sure Radel had it all the way. 9:03 left to play here in this second period. Collinsville trails 4-2. Kahawks are being outshot right now 17-9. Melvin in the faceoff circle against Andy Bennett. Bennett, he wins that one. Backhands it, tries to find his brother Glennon, and he does. Glennon comes out with it, tries a 2-line pass over on the far side for Denny, but getting his stick on that puck was Nathan Young and caused it to not go anywhere near Duffy, and then Belleville ices the puck. I believe that's their first icing of this game for Belleville. Faceoff will come out to the right of Werner. Andy Bennett once again, and Melvin. This one goes past the glove side of Werner. Picked up back there by Belleville. They'll skate it back behind their own goal, and then they'll make their progress up to the neutral zone, but Collinsville intercepts it at the blue line and keeps it in. Whitaker backhands it over to this near elbow, and then over to the far side elbow it goes. Collinsville does a nice job keeping it in. Denny with a nice play, just as the defenseman was trying to get his stick on that puck, but then Collinsville couldn't hold it in. Here is Glennon Bennett. Bennett trying to work himself around. Tristan Melvin does so. Kahawks come out of it. Here's Denny. Denny gets by one defender, puts a backhander toward the goal, and then he had a wide open goal on this near side post, but he just flicked it a little bit too late, and it ends up going into the side of the net. Play taking place in front of the glass at the end of the bench, and there's a little shot on goal. That was a weird-looking puck. Kind of had eyes of its own, and then I think it hit somebody and kind of knuckled on its way in, but Staying with it the whole time was Werner, and now we have a whistle right in front of the Kahawks bench. I believe the puck went into the bench. 7:48 to go here in this second period. 4-2 in favor of Belleville. Collinsville trying to beat Belleville for the first time since December the 3rd of 2019. Been a while. Here's Bettis with another shot. That one's high, but it still had to be saved by Werner. And Belleville, they'll get it out. Here comes Carricker, who already has 2 goals tonight, vying for the hat trick. High slot, backhander for Keck. He couldn't find it. Collinsville does, and here is Bettis. Bettis, that's going to be offside, so he'll have to wait a little bit, and they'll blow the whistle anyway. Trying to slide that last skate, keep it over that blue line was Lincoln Duffy, but he already had too much forward progress, and he skated well over the line while Bettis was still maneuvering his way in. Face-off will come in front of the Kahawks bench. Won by Collinsville. Bettis with the backhander, but no one there to collect it for him. But Duffy comes away with it. Here's Duffy. Slot. Shot. Goal! Oh, boy. Lincoln Duffy with goal number 10 on the year. And that, once again, gets Collinsville back to within 1 at 4-3. .7:16 left to play here in this second period. Kahawks are back to within 1 again. Face off in the neutral zone, won by Belleville, back into the defensive zone. It goes for Collinsville, but Kahawks, they'll shoot the puck down the ice, and Belleville will have to go play chase. They do just that. Rudy Altman slaps the puck up to the neutral zone. Collinsville's Yaxis couldn't hold it in. Here is a chance for Belleville, and they'll shoot it high into the net. And we are going to have a penalty call. This one looks like it's going to go against Grant Hubert, and that one might be a little bit of cross-checking there after he misfired on that shot. He took one of the Collinsville players and used that stick to push him into the boards. And Collinsville will go on their first power play. Good chance for the Kahawks to tie this thing up. Face-off will come down to the right of Werner. It'll be Andy Bennett winning it all the way back to Denny. He'll put a shot toward the goal. That one's blocked out by a defenseman. And here is Bettis. He'll send it back to the blue line for Glennon Bennett. Over to Denny. Denny will put another shot on goal. That one's high off the glass. Comes out the other side. And Belleville, they're going to have a shorthanded opportunity here. Here comes Miles Brown. He'll shoot, and a save by Radel. Pops right into the hand of Denny. He'll glove it down and send it up into the neutral zone. Belleville, they'll slide that puck all the way back down to release some of that pressure. Right on goal, no doubt. Here, Denny sends it around the boards, but Collinsville's not there to continue getting that puck out. Now they'll send it up here in front of the Belleville bench, and Carricker, who just got a nice sniff of somebody's glove, will take it back to the neutral zone. Collinsville, they're on the power play for another minute 10. Andy Bennett, he'll send the puck in from the center red line all the way down into the corner. Rudy Altman, he tracks it down for Belleville and sends it back down the ice to relieve some more power play pressure. Duffy, he has it. Just under a minute to go on the man advantage for Collinsville. Here is Duffy up through the neutral zone, but he was trying to find the stick of Bettis. Never did. Collinsville stops it, and here comes Altman the other way. Altman short-handed. That one goes wide. Comes out the other side for Andy Bennett. Bennett shoots it onto the brother's stick, Glennon Bennett. He'll find the stick of Bettis. Bettis will skate with it in the neutral zone, try to work to set something up. Over on the far side, he finds Andy Bennett. Bennett comes in over on the right wing, looking for a little help. That was intercepted by Belleville, and then Collinsville will have to go back and play some defense shorthanded here. Belleville is looking for a shorty with 20 seconds left on the man advantage for Collinsville. Kahawks get the puck. They had numbers for a moment. Here is a shot that goes a little bit wide by Lincoln Duffy. I was saying that tongue-in-cheek. That one will go high into the netting and stop the clock with 4:57 left to play here in the second period. Only 5 seconds left on the man advantage here for Collinsville. Face-off once again will come out to Warner's right, so Collinsville will try to win the face-off, get a quick shot on goal here while they still have some power play time. And looks like they're going to make the player for Belleville. Well, they had too many men on the ice. Power play wasn't over yet. They had 5 guys out there. That one was won by Belleville, and the power play is now over. Hubert is out of the box, and he gets a pass, and he shoots, and he scores. How many times have you seen that when the player in the penalty box gets sprung with a nice pass right when he comes out? And that's exactly what happened to Belleville. And it's back to a 2-goal lead here for Belleville. Those are the kind of things you don't want to see. Collinsville once again has to play come from behind hockey. They've been doing a good job. They've gotten to within a goal twice, not counting when they were down 1-0, because before they knew it, they were down 3-0. Kahawks now back on their heels. Here is Bettis. He finds a loose puck. He'll send it up to the neutral zone, but that's picked off by Rudy Altman. Altman finds Lampy. Lampy tries to center it over to Brown, but that skipped over his stick, and Collinsville takes over. Here is Rudy Altman once again. Sends it up into the corner, but Yaxis takes it over for Collinsville. Kahawks, they come away with it. Here's Bettis. Has that puck knocked off his stick, but he'll go chase it back down. He'll come streaking up the left side, and once again, has that puck knocked off of his stick. Belleville takes it over. Here is the other Altman. That is A.J. Altman. He'll swing one up toward the goal that is not on target. Collinsville, they come away with it. Here's Glennon Bennett. Bennett comes up the ice and at the neutral zone sends one up to Zamoroni. Zamoroni couldn't quite get there in time, but he'll stay pinching in from that blue line, and that might cost him as Belleville comes up. Another odd man rush. Here is A.J. Altman. He'll shoot and a save by Radel. Well, Toronto has tied it up. 7:55 of the third period. It's a 5-5 game between the Blues and the Maple Leafs. After St. Louis was up 5-2 at one point. Belleville wins the faceoff. Shot from the blue line. Goes wide. There's another chance, and that one just goes wide as well. Off of the stick of Petrick. And Belleville back to work. They swarm around, trying to set it up, and they do. A shot from the high circle by Sean Keck. And Belleville is back out to a 3-goal lead. Well, last time these two teams played each other, it was 6-4. Here it is 6-3. And Belleville just not letting up here. Face off at neutral ice between West and Duffy, won by Belleville. Now up to Hayes. Hayes comes in on the left wing and does so offside. Keck picks up his 6th goal of the year. Belleville wins another faceoff, and once again they bring it in offside. So another faceoff that'll come back into the neutral zone. Collinsville wants to make some substitutions, so they do. And just under our location here is the faceoff, and that one is still being scrambled for. Who wanted to win that one? Collinsville did. Here is Denny. Gets shoved from behind. Takes a shot. That's off of the skates of Nugolowski. And now Collinsville wide open, shot on the net twice, wouldn't go in, and now they're going to say no goal. Boy, oh boy, that was wide open here on the near side post, and a whiff on a shot that was just laying there for Collinsville. Second attempt got stopped by the stick of Werner, and all that results in no goal for Collinsville. We come off of a busy week with you. 27 games Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Big thank you again to Matt Clark and Zach Roseman for helping out during that entire thing. Of course, also Dr. Chris McCluskey helping out on the Collinsville games. But we're right back out to busy schedule. We got hockey tonight. We have bowling tomorrow afternoon for you. We'll cover the boys from Camelot Bowl against Edwardsville. Matter of fact, the rest of the week is all against Edwardsville. Girls basketball Thursday, boys basketball Friday. All against Edwardsville, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Here it's against Belleville. 2:39 left to play here in this second period. 6-3 in favor of Belleville, and Collinsville being outshot 21-12. And now a discussion going on between the three referees here. Now the one ref and the two linesmen. So they decide to bring the face-off outside of the zone, back into neutral ice, just underneath our location. And Collinsville loses that face-off. Altman had it, and they lost it. Now Altman will get it once again, and he'll backhand it into the Collinsville defensive zone. Denny, he'll go chase it down. Back behind the net, he'll put on the brakes and go back and chase it down once again. Up to Whitaker. Whitaker all the way across the ice. Young will play it off the boards for Belleville. Then he'll send it off the boards to Collinsville's Duffy, but he had to wait for Bettis to get out of the zone. Denny will go chase the puck down again. He'll take a ride back behind his net, come up in front, and lose the puck. Collinsville gets it back, though. Here is Whitaker. Whitaker will tap it over to Duffy. Collinsville's got a 3-on-2, but Duffy sends it up to Bettis. That's intercepted. And coming away with the puck, it is Belleville. Here is Icecant. Off the boards. Keck, he couldn't glove it down. Belleville keeps it in, but it goes right to the stick of Denny. Collinsville's Eric Denny brings it up across the blue line. He takes a shot. That goes high and wide. Over into the far side corner is where the rebound ends up. And Denny finally looks over his left shoulder, sees the puck, and he tries to bring it back around behind the net. He lost it. Tillman found it, and then back out to the blue line it goes. Glennon Bennett all the way over to, that was not Tillman, Andy Bennett. Andy Bennett, he's looking for a shot on goal, throws a backhander in front. Sprawling out is Werner, and he covers up the puck for a whistle with 1:08 left to go here in this second period. 6-3 in favor of Belleville. They had 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second. Collinsville had 3 goals as well in the second, and they've gotten back to within 1 twice in the second period. Once at 3-2, then at 4-3. Since then, Belleville's knocked in a couple more, and that's why we stand at 6-3. Here is Denny. Denny with a shot and a goal! Oh boy, Eric Denny gets a hat trick. And Denny has accounted for 3 of Collinsville's 4 goals. 6-4 in favor of Belleville. 1:06 to play here in the second. And Collinsville says, we're not going away. This was the final score of the game earlier this year. So Denny has 3 goals in this game. And we'll have a little bit of more time for him to see if he can get 4, but at any rate, Collinsville still needs 2 just to tie it. Cahoks are coming off a 5-5 tie last night against O'Fallon. Puck stuck against the boards down here at the end of the Collinsville bench. Now it comes loose, and Belleville will track it down in the corner, and they'll send it up ice, but they send it to no one in particular. Bettis will track it down first for the Cahawks. They'll send it across the ice to Glennon Bennett. Bennett trying to feed his brother Andy, but misses him. Preston Tillman tries to come in and keep that puck moving in the right direction, but he can't. Now, right in front of the penalty box, Tillman and Bettis, they come away with the puck, but then Belleville will find it. Collinsville will backhand it, and we'll start all over again. There's Belleville off of the high glass at the end of the Kahok bench. To the blue line, Bettis keeps it in. Tries to put a shot on goal at the buzzer, but it ends up going off of a stick, and that is the way that the second period comes to a close. What a period it was. Collinsville with 4 goals in that period. Belleville with 3 goals in that period. And we still have a period left to go. It is 6. What happened to that Belleville goal? 6-3 in favor of Belleville. And we'll be back with more here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
We are underway here in period number 3. Todd Duke is my name. Heath Yaxis is on the camera. And it's a 6-4 lead by Belleville. And a shot and a save by Radel. Collinsville outshot in that second period, 24-9. Or excuse me, that is not right. 14-9, excuse me. 22-14 overall. Belleville wins the faceoff. Back to Young at the blue line. He'll put a shot toward goal, trying to tip it in. Over there was Carricker. He's vying for a hat trick. Collinsville's Eric Denny already has a hat trick here. But Collinsville finds themselves on the losing side of a 6-4 score. Here is Bennett. Bennett will send it across the ice to brother Glennon Bennett. And Bennett up to Duffy. Duffy will send that puck off the elbow, and it takes a weird bounce and goes right to the side of the Belleville net. Comes all the way back around, and Glennon Bennett at the blue line sends one up. Stopped by a Belleville player, and then a high shot there by Kittstein. Almost had enough to go over the shoulder of Warner, but it did not quite get enough on it. Here is Young. Young puts on the brakes at the blue line, and a high slot shot goes wide, high over the glove side. That one comes all the way back out. Once again, Young circles around with another shot, and a save there by Radel, and referee will blow the whistle this time. Stops the clock with 12:43 left to play here in this third period. 6-4 in favor of Belleville. 24-16 the shots in favor of Belleville. Face-off will come out to the left of Radel. Very busy second period for everyone on that ice. 7 total goals scored in that second period. Collinsville, they're on the short end at the scoreboard, though. They'd like to fix that before time starts winding down, and they end up chopping time off of this third period as they get ready for a 9 o'clock game here. This one comes all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call against the Kahawks. Collinsville is 9-9 since the 2015-16 season against Belleville. 8-7 versus Belleville in the regular season, and 1-2 in the playoffs. They lost to Belleville in the Cup semifinals in 18-19. Each team won a game via the shootout in the first 2 games. Collinsville lost the first game 4-3 via the shootout, while they won the second game by that same score, but Belleville, they ended up taking that series 2-1 with a 3-1 win in the final game of that year's semifinal. This one high off the glass by Collinsville, but they couldn't get it out. Now it's kind of jammed over there against the side dasher boards before Belleville whacks at the puck. It comes out, finds the Collinsville stick. Here is Denny. He'll shoot it up into a bunch of skates, and it'll ricochet over to the far side. Collinsville trying to regain control of that puck. They do, but they send it up to the stick of Carricker. He plays for the other team. There is Denny. Circles. Banks one high off the glass. To the red zone, or excuse me, to the red line. Zamoroni, he tips it in. He had time to skate it in, but he just tipped it in, and now Collinsville will play a little chase. That puck is stuck up against the boards again, and Denny will turn around and send it onto the stick of Austin, who finds Glennon Bennett, pokes it once, pokes it twice, can't get it in, and then it ends up back behind the Belleville goal. Comes out here toward this near side faceoff circle. Tipped off of a couple of gloves, and back to the neutral zone we go. Denny, he lost control of the puck. Now he finds it. Then he gets pushed down from behind. Keeps his skates, though, and circles in front of his own net. Now a loose puck up there, and a little log jam of skates causes that puck to go past the goal, and Radel survives to see another day. Denny, he comes away with it. Sends it on up to Duffy. Duffy gets taken out at the blue line, and nothing but Belleville players back there to corral that puck, and I believe there's going to be a penalty coming up against Belleville for that takeout of Duffy. It's going to be an interference call because Duffy had already shot the puck in. It was down, making its way back behind the net when that play happened. So Collinsville is going to go on their second power play. They're 0 for 1 on their only power play that happened in the second period. So the Kahawks with another opportunity here. They're being outshot 25-17. Scoreboard says Belleville has a 2-goal lead. Faceoff will come out to the left of Werner. Well, the Blues and the Leafs are headed to overtime. Each team will get a point. St. Louis will work for the other point. All right. Kahawks on the power play. They have the puck, and they trail by 2. It would be imperative for them get a goal here while they're on this power play, but Belleville, they'll pick off that pass, and Collinsville will start all over again. Here is Denny. He'll skate his way through the neutral zone. Comes in over the blue line, and lost control of the puck, gets it back. Denny skates around, puts one up front, and Collinsville couldn't get there to put a shot on goal. Now they do, but that hits the back of Eric Denny. Or Lincoln Duffy, excuse me, and Belleville shoots it all the way down the ice. 1:15 left to go in the man advantage here for Collinsville. Glennon Bennett lost the puck, thought he had it on his stick, then he was looking around for it for a while, and that allowed Altman to come down and get a little action. Off the boards, picked up by Andy Bennett. He'll try to race it in and squeeze by 2 defenders. Can't do that. Now they're going to be a penalty against Bettis for a shove down from behind of Rudy Altman, and we're going to go 4-on-4 for 57 seconds. So Collinsville will end up 0 for 2 on the power play unless they get another one. And Belleville is going to get their chance for a second power play, although it'll be only a minute. Once the 57 seconds expires on the penalty to Young for Belleville. So the faceoff will come down to Radel's right, and it's won by Belleville. Robinson, he keeps it in by sending it all the way back down around the Kahok net where it's picked up by Eric Denny. Denny has a hat trick. He springs Duffy. Duffy with a shot. Oh, can't get it off. And now there's going to be another penalty. We're going to have a hooking call right in front of Werner. And to the penalty box will go Dylan Petrick. So the penalty boxes are starting to get full here. Collinsville will have their third chance at a power play, as Petrick and Young will have a seat next to each other for about 44 seconds. So Collinsville will have a 4-on-3 for 44 seconds. Face-off won by Belleville, but Collinsville comes away with the puck. They'll send one to the slot, but that's intercepted and sent all the way down. On goal, by the way. Here is Denny. Denny. What a pass that was to Spring Duffy. Denny brings it around himself, and a shot and a save. Werner let a rebound go, and then the other shot was just under that right pad of Garrett Werner. 20 seconds left to go in the Young penalty, so he'll be out in 20 seconds. And then we'll have about 13 seconds of 4-on-4 action before Collinsville will have another power play. Belleville won that one. They'll send it out, but Bennett knocks it down with his glove. He'll send it. Oh, should have just shot it, actually. Tried to feed Duffy over there, but that pass got picked off by Belleville. And here is Glennon Bennett. Sends it back to Andy Bennett. Andy Bennett puts on a move to the high slot, but that kind of cost him. And now a puck comes in, and there's a goal. In by Andy Bennett. It took a bounce off of a Belleville player, came through the crease, and Bennett, all he had to do was put his stick down, and it banked in off of his stick, and Collinsville, once again, has gotten this thing back to within one. That is a power play goal. And it came right before Brown was getting ready to get out of the box, so the other two stay in. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey here for almost a minute. 8:32 left to play here in this third period. Collinsville, for the third time tonight, has gotten this game back to within a goal. Andy Bennett scores his 19th of the year. That matches Tanner Bettis now for the team high. Here is Young for Belleville. He'll slap one in, and it goes down, but Belleville wants to make a line change. Now a tip puck back into the neutral zone. Belleville will have a very short power play once this final 15 seconds on the penalty to Bettis is over with. And Bennett squeezes his player off the puck, and we'll send a backhand back over to this side. Bettis out of the box first. Collinsville has a power play for about 10 seconds. Here is Carricker. Carricker shoots the puck, but it's into the skates of Denny. Comes all the way out front with it. Young, he takes a shot. That one is blocked, and it ends up going wide. Everybody out of the penalty boxes now. We're back to full strength with 7:20 left to play here in this third period. Collinsville trails by 1, 6-5. Kahawks trying to get the goal and get the puck back to get that goal. Here is Bettis. He's got some fresh legs after sitting in the sin bin for a couple of minutes. Here is Bettis. Back behind the Belleville net. Tries a wraparound shot, but couldn't get the puck to go toward the net. Collinsville, they keep it in the zone for just a moment. It banks off of the knees of one of the Belleville players and back into the neutral zone. Off of the far side boards. Bennett is over there to stop it with his body. He'll backhand it into the offensive zone. And go back behind the Belleville net with 6:45 left to play here in this third period. Collinsville trying to find the equalizer. Third time tonight they've got it to within 1, but have not gotten that tie. Puck into the neutral zone. Lampy, he couldn't carry it in. Now Collinsville, they'll come away with it. Here is Bettis. He'll circle. He'll bank it off the boards, but there's Altman to keep it in. Altman takes a shot. That one's just tipped wide by the older brother, A.J. Altman, from younger brother Rudy Altman. Puck in the neutral zone. Collinsville comes in on the attack. Here is Duffy. He'll leave a backhander for Bettis. Bettis will take it all the way back into the neutral zone and send it over to Denny. Denny, he'll circle in the logo area. Under 6 minutes to go here in this third period. Collinsville's Bettis trying to spring a little offensive action. Kahawks, they squeezed him off the puck. Denny came away with it. Now back over to Bettis in front in the slot, and it eludes Preston Tillman for a moment. Tillman and sends it back into the corner. He'll get it right back. Has his head up, looking in front. High slot, Duffy. He couldn't stay with it long enough to get a shot on goal as he had to kind of maneuver that puck back and forth to keep it. Now it comes over onto the far side boards. Collinsville trying to do a job keeping it in. They do so. Here is Denny. Got around one defender. Couldn't get around the second one. And now he goes down. No call on the play. Yaxis will end up with it back at the center red line. And then it's tipped over here to this near side in front of the K-Hawks bench. Collinsville sends it up. Young intercepts it for Belleville. He'll race in. He'll come in over on the left wing. Backhander. Saved by Radel. Young will get the puck back over into this near side corner. He'll skate around with it for a moment until he's bumped off the puck by the K-Hawks. Stays with Belleville. Over to the far side blue line. Shot toward the goal. That's saved by Radel. Over into the corner once again. Denny will backhand it up to Kitstein. Kitstein, he ends up finding Denny. Denny, he'll circle around and he'll wait to go into the zone. Don't know why. He was onside. Here is Denny with the puck. Denny from the high faceoff circle sends a shot over the net, and it comes out here to Andy Bennett. Bennett at the end of the Belleville bench takes it into the corner, throws the puck up front, but it's intercepted there by Belleville's Nugolowski. And then another one that's scooped up by Werner, and that'll draw a whistle with 4:21 left to play here in this third period. And now down to 2 minutes. They just chopped off 2:21. Knew it was coming soon. So with 2 minutes left to go, Collinsville will call a timeout. We will take a timeout right along with them, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
Back here at the McKendree Recplex, Todd Duke, Heath Yaxis along with you. Glad you are with us on the Kahawk Sports Network. We have 2 minutes to go in this game. Collinsville trails by a goal. Kahawks trying desperately to keep it in the zone, to keep that pressure alive, but Belleville, they come away with it. Here is Brown. He tries to center one, but Bennett knocked him off the puck, and that puck never did make it. Now back behind the Kahawk net it goes, where Lampy gets knocked off the puck. Collinsville trying to stay with it off of the skates of one of the Kahawk defenders. I do believe that was Glennon Bennett. Collinsville, they come up with the puck. Knocked down on the play was Tanner Bettis. And now Belleville, they come away with it. Andy Bennett, he lays a shoulder into one of the Belleville players just as he let go of the puck. Now the puck right down in front of the Belleville bench. Lampy comes away with it. Sends a backhander down the ice. Stopped by Radel. He'll send it onto the puck of Duffy, or onto the stick of Duffy, excuse me. Duffy sends it through the neutral zone. Picked up there by Bettis. Bettis, he'll come in on the right side. He'll get pinched up there by Young. And Bettis and Young have the puck trapped against the boards. Comes out to Glennon Bennett. Over to Andy Bennett. He couldn't control the puck. Now Belleville, they come away with it. Here is Carricker. Carricker going for the hat trick. Collinsville has an empty net. And Belleville, they come away with it and they score. Carricker got the final feed. He'll knock it in, and he'll end up with that hat trick. And it's now 7-5 in favor of Belleville on the empty net goal by Carricker for his third of the night. And with only 45.7 seconds left, Collinsville finds them trailing 7-5. Play was taking place down here at this end. I didn't even realize they pulled Radel out of the net until they got the puck back at Belleville. And when I turned my attention back the other way, I noticed the net was empty. Here is Collinsville. Bettis over to Duffy. Duffy circles with it. A blind backhand shot into the high slot, trying to hopefully have a Collinsville player there. Cahoks are going to be shorthanded again as a little interference there after the puck was sent from one side of the rink to the other side of the rink. And it's going to be Andy Bennett who is going to go to the box, and he's going to go there via the cross-checking. Comes with 20.8 seconds left, so not much time to do anything. Carricker in the face-off circle. He'll go against Bettis. Bettis wins that face-off. Belleville, they'll tap the puck back down into the corner. Glennon Bennett, he goes back to chase it. And in front, Timon got knocked off the puck. Here is Denny. Denny, who has a hat trick in this game himself, will take the puck back to the neutral zone, and that is going to do it. 7-5 in favor of Belleville. Thank you very much, Mr. Heath Theaxis, for taking the time out to operate our camera for us. We sure do appreciate it. So the Cahawks, they drop this one tonight by a final score of 7-5, and their record will drop to 10-6-1 on the year. Belleville, they'll improve to a robust 16-1-1. So that will do it for us tonight. The next game for your Collinsville Cahawk hockey team will be this coming Monday night when they take on Vianney in St. Louis at 8:30. Our next broadcast is going to come to you tomorrow from Camelot Bowl. I was wrong about the opponent. That's going to be Belleville West, not Edwardsville. The Edwardsville games are good for basketball Thursday and Friday, girls and boys respectively, but tomorrow we'll be at Camelot Bowl to live stream that contest there for the boys' side of things between Collinsville and Belleville West. What a game we had here tonight. 3 Belleville goals scored in the first period. They took a 3-0 lead. Collinsville came right back with back-to-back goals just 14 seconds apart by Eric Denny. Altman then made that 3-2 game into a 4-2 game. Duffy got the hat trick just about 3 minutes later to make it a 4-3 game. But Belleville, they'll get 2 more goals in that second period before it ended to make it 6-3. And then Denny gets another one. Or excuse me, Denny got his hat trick at the end of that period. It was Duffy who got that other goal. And then Andy Bennett scored one in the third, but so did young Mr. Carricker into an empty net for his hat trick tonight. And that's how this one came to a close. 7-5 in favor of Belleville. Big thank you once again to Heath Theaxis on the camera for us. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow afternoon from Camelot Bowl, everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah,